What is up, everybody? Today I'm going to do something a little different than normal. Not making anything, but I got a couple direct messages on Instagram from a couple of you guys asking how much all of that soft plastic stuff that I just got cost. So I thought I'd go down through kind of like a little bit of a buyer's guide about just how much I spent right off the bat to get everything to pour and make soft plastics. I mean, I don't have a ton of stuff, but I've got enough. So we're gonna kind of run down all the prices of everything that I have, and that way you guys can purchase stuff for yourself, or it's holiday season just right around the corner. I mean, we are literally a month out from Christmas, so if you're trying to gift any of this to someone, this will give you some information. So I'll start right from the top. I think I'm going to try to go most expensive item all the way down to make it kind of easy. But that way, hopefully you can get a better idea of all this stuff and how much it costs. But at the same time, you will save money once you start to make your own baits. I mean, you'll be able to make a lot for the price. So first thing is, this is the aluminum mold that I got from Epic Bait Molds. So that 1.7 inch prey bait, that would run you $240 right off the bat. Okay, so 240 bucks, but you can get a ton of different molds, aluminum molds, and then we'll kind of go into a silicone mold here in a second. That range all the way from $14 to $15 all the way up to, that one's probably one of the most expensive ones I've seen thus far, but $240 for that. So next thing that you'll need is an injector for that type. This is a dual injector. It'll also have a laminate block right here. This one comes with it. So this system I got from Do It Molds for $159. So 159 bucks. That's, again, pretty much the standard what I've seen. You can get a single injection, dual injection, and then a triple injector depending on what kind of baits and soft plastics you'll be making and pouring. So the next piece I won't show on camera. I actually got this one for free, so it's a steal if you can. You will need a microwave. Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, all sorts of, you know, neighborhood apps, whatever. You'll need a microwave to cook the plastic in. I was lucky enough to catch one of those for free. A hand-me-down, so those can range 15, 25 bucks. Maybe more. I don't want to pay more, so luckily I was able to get that one for free myself. So next thing would be your Plastisol. This is a gallon of the Dead On Plastix swim bait, jerk bait blend, right? So the first things that I wanted to pour were mostly going to be swim baits. Some of the larger, the high-tech silicone based one, you know, 5-inch, you need to have a little bit firmer plastic, stronger Plastisol for that. So this was $29.99. Didn't get it on sale, didn't get any deal on it. That's just how much it costs. So so far, if you can kind of see as I shake it, maybe a third down, maybe less than a third down, and that's just from pouring probably 70 or 80 baits in this mold, as well as a handful in my silicone mold. So $29.99 for that. This is the other mold that I was talking about. This is that Lure Parts Online. It's a silicone, I think it was a 5-inch imitation of a Kitech swim jig. This one I priced it $12.99 is what I found. But like I said, with silicone molds, you can get them from pretty cheap all over the place. Heck, you can make your own if you're really into it and you want to. But I'm not at any point in that bait making right now. You will want a laser thermometer. You'll need to take the temp. You can use a normal meat thermometer, one of those things that you get from Hy-Vees or bakers or whatever type of grocers that you have in your area. But this is crucial. I got this one on Amazon for $14.95. So $14.95 for that. And that will lead us to most of the other stuff that's relatively cheap. You know, this isn't really very expensive. Once you get down to the colorants, it's it's not super pricey. Each of these are pretty reasonable, and they've got mileage to them. So what happens is you're gonna be able to pour many baits in these. And I only started with a few different ones. So I went with Dead on Plastix when I purchased my gallon Plastisol. I bought a yellow and a dark melon. These came in at $5.49 a pop. So basically 11 bucks there. Pearl powder was $5. That's what's gonna make that pearlescent. Look for your soft plastics so they just won't look completely opaque. And then last but not least, the things you'll probably extremely need, your measuring cups. This is a 2-cup Acre Hawking. I bought it at a local grocery store for $4.99. I got 2 of them to start. You'll probably want 3 or 4 depending on how many plastics and molds you're going to be using, because heck, you'll get through and fill those up pretty quick. And then on to your colorants. So these are Lureworks colorants, 2 ounces. I got a dark cinnamon, a fluorescent blue, chartreuse, Junebug, and typical white. Each of those were $4.90. So $4.90 times 5, we're looking just under 25 bucks for those. So that's a good start. I really wanted to at least give me some options. So once I started, you know, shooting baits, that I knew that I had an idea to do different colors and try different things, and you know, get a little bit more comfortable with all the other types. So the last real important piece to most of this stuff is glitter. So at least that I've been using. I mean, there's other things that I haven't gotten into yet. I need to get some worm oil and other pieces just for storage, but you can get glitter from all over the place. So I did order some from Lureworks, which is this hex cut 0.015 right here. These are all 2 ounce containers for $3.45 a pop. So that was just under 12 bucks. And then I went to a local craft store called Hobby Lobby and got some glitter, 4 ounces for $3.49, if you can see that. There we go. I got a green, a blue, a purple, and another more of an aqua. So those 4 were $3.49. So at the end of the day, adding all of that up, I initially invested about $530. So I wrote down $518.21 on my sheet here. That's without the thermometer. I didn't account for that, forgot about it, but I wanted to grab this so I listed all this stuff right here. I probably will actually maybe get a downloadable link below, just so you guys can actually it's just an Excel spreadsheet. Wrote all the stuff down if you're interested. It makes it super simple. I mean, we're talking $520. You know, a few of these pieces are extremely necessary. Obviously your colors, the pearl powder you don't need right off the bat. Some of the glitters you wouldn't need off the bat if you really just wanted to start with something that was super thin, and maybe go with 1 or 2 colorways on this side. And this mold, obviously this one right here, even though I really wanted this one. I fish a lot of small lakes, small ponds, panfish, and my family likes using smaller stuff, so it made more sense for me to invest in that one right off the bat. But there are other aluminum molds from Angling AI, epicbaitmolds.com, Lure Parts Online, Do It Molds. I mean, you can get things from $80 all the way up to that $240, maybe even more depending on the size. But I'll probably look and invest in getting into one of those jerkbait ones next, because I like to do a little bit of once the weather's a little better and warmer, summertime, I like to drop shot a lot of stuff, and I like those flukes. Those flukes work pretty well and got good action on the end. So, but those are only like, you know, 85 bucks for a 4-inch fluke mold, and you might be able to pour 3 to 5 at a time. So laminating, all that other stuff. But at the bare minimum, you can start yourself and get into soft plastics for actually probably under $400. maybe $350, because the single injector you can get for probably $80. So with all of that being said, it's the best time of the year to get into this stuff. I have found that this time last year was my very first experience making baits, painting baits. I've been wanting to do soft plastics and work with that for a while, but it's Christmas, it's December, it's getting into January. Where I'm at in Omaha, Nebraska, the winter's gonna start coming in with a fury, and things are starting to get cold, and eventually you're just gonna wanna be cooped up inside doing this stuff in your garage versus ice fishing, which is what I would do, because I just don't ice fish, so not that often. I think the last time I did it was 2007, so a little bit ago. But hopefully this helps. Hopefully you learned something. I mean, this stuff is, again, initial investment. It's going to cost you some money, but the return at the end of the day, you'll be able to save money depending on how many baits you pour. And if you obviously pour them for profit, you want to make sure you can sell them and get everything prepared for that. So your packaging or your worm oil for transportation and keeping the baits fresh. But all that other stuff comes into play. But at the end of the day, you know, it's a fun hobby. It's absolutely a blast, and it's a great way when you go out fishing and you catch something on something you've made or you've shot with soft plastics, or you know, a new color you just came up with, and it just adds to the excitement that is fishing. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. Happy holidays to everyone. Keep up all of the fishing, all the messages. I appreciate all the love that you guys have been giving me. I'm pretty new to the YouTube stuff, but I think this is a fun avenue and a great way to continue to learn and test my own knowledge and try some new stuff. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell if you so kindly want to get notified when I post my next video. But in the meantime, get out, get fishing, and we will catch you on the next one.